So, an odd bit of news here. The Walking Dead Isle of the Dead is now The Walking Dead Dead City. Now, I'm kind of scratching my head over this one because we've seen promo images, we've seen even scripts that JDM posted. There's the cover page of the pilot of Isle of the Dead, and now they're rebranding the whole show to Dead City. Now, it isn't out of the realm of possibilities of shows rebranding their names early on in development and eventually they become something else, but it's pretty far into this thing. I mean, they've already filmed episodes for the show and they just now changed the name of the show. I find that quite odd. Why all of a sudden is it Dead City? Because I have to say, The Walking Dead Dead City sounds horrible. It does not roll off the tongue and it just sounds clunky. And for how cool of a name Isle of the Dead was, why are we going backwards? Now, I have no factual information to back this up, but I do think that AMC got a cease and desist, or they found out that Isle of the Dead was copyrighted in some way, because Isle of the Dead is actually a painting. It's actually 3 different paintings by some artist. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. So maybe that person has it copyrighted or the name is copyrighted, and maybe the Walking Dead show was infringing on some type of copyright rights or something, because the show is supposed to be based in New York City, of course, in the Walking Dead universe, and at least one of the paintings is supposed to be New York. It's called Isle of the Dead New York version 1880. That's according to Wikipedia, so take it with a grain of salt. But maybe it was too close to that painting, and that's why AMC and The Walking Dead had to change the name from Isle of the Dead to the Dead City. Again, I could be completely off, and it has nothing to do with the paintings and the artist and anything like that, and they just maybe did a bunch of polls and people did not like the name. But from what I can tell online, everyone is kind of upset that they changed the name to Dead City from Isle of the Dead. Everyone, I thought, was kind of in agreement that Isle of the Dead was a cool name, and now all of a sudden we're going to Dead City. It just doesn't make a lot of sense, and again, it doesn't roll off the tongue, and it's just a bland name that doesn't really capture your attention like Isle of the Dead. Just a really cool word you don't see too often is Isle, especially spelled out. And I know we have aisles in the grocery store, but it is spelled differently than Isle of the Dead, for example. It's a very cool word. It's a very cool name that we don't see too often in really anything, and for it to just be stripped away like that, I just find it very, very odd. As I've looked online, I have not seen any real explanation why AMC is changing the name. Again, due to copyright or the artist not wanting it to happen, or the artist is long gone, but maybe who owns their estate or something doesn't want the name being used for a show or something like that. But it just would make more sense if AMC came out and be like, hey, we wanted to use this name, but because of X, Y, and Z, we can't. So that's why we're changing the name to something more generic, as in Dead City. Now, I know I've heard some synopsis of The Walking Dead Dead City that New York, has 1 million walkers and people are using zip lines to roof, which I know some hear that and get super excited, but I personally don't. I think the zipline thing's kind of stupid, but whatever, I digress. I'm hoping the show is good because I've yet to see a good Walking Dead spinoff. So I'm hoping this one, the Rick one, and the Daryl one is good, because Fear the Walking Dead is average at best, truthfully. I mean, it's average at best. Usually below average, but hey, I'll leave it at that. And World Beyond was pretty awful. So I'm hoping this is a spinoff that starts a new direction for AMC and The Walking Dead, creating awesome spinoffs, and it's going to be an awesome show. But I just want to make a quick video kind of drawing attention to the name change of Isle of the Dead. It is now Dead City, and I just find it quite interesting why all of a sudden they're changing the name. But with that said, what are your thoughts on the name change? Let me know it down below in the comment section, and while you're down there, if you can like the video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be greatly appreciated. Until next time, guys, everyone have a great day. Thanks for watching.